on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith, his first touchdown as a member of the Eagles. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Cousins gives this to Perine. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play action now. Cousins. Airing one out for Crowder. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Sproles, the return. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Go Wentz to Blunt here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Again, here's Blunt. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, 47 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. For Blunt, a career-high 18 rushing touchdowns for the Patriots in 2016. Now he's got his first to start the new campaign with his new club.
And, partner, you know how it is when a player goes to a new team. They may miss the old one, but they also want to show them what they're missing. And this is the first one for him. He hopes it's many with his new club.
Trying to build off that banner year he had in 2016. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense. And this is a crew that's hoping to make some noise in the NFC East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97. So they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question, yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. Able to fling it around. They're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme. But I do know that they want to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman, Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Cousins now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sproles. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles take possession. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 09 for their last playoff win. And I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into his second season. Defense continues to improve, and they drafted Derek Barnett, a defensive end out of Tennessee, who they'll play a D-end, outside linebacker, but mainly DPR, designated pass rusher.
They'll begin here with Blunt. 12 yards there as they move the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run again with Blunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 84 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And out now come the Eagles. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First and 10. Here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 59 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
They start on the ground with P-Ryan. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, here's P-Ryan. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Cousins a handoff. This is P-Ryan. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On play action, Wentz. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on first down. And Selleck here, left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mason Foster coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Crowder now to return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Cousins now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Blunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Trent Murphy coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Pirine. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
If you love old-school running backs, I think you're going to really like Pirine. Strong, built low to the ground, great leverage when he runs the football, and bodies just scatter. He's hard to get on the ground.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wentz going to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Wentz will try again on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Play action now. Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know college coaches always recruit quarterbacks because they're so versatile. I'd say Terrell Pryor fits that bill. 1,000 pass yards at one point in the NFL, and then turned around and became a 1,000-yard receiver.
Second player in NFL history to do that. How about that?
Yeah, Marlon the Magician Briscoe was the first.
The Redskins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins now on second down. Airing one out for Crowder. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. Samaje Perine, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Cousins to throw it. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded about a yard deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one completes a read. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Cousins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.
I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices. Straight up. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed it.